New York City Mayor Eric Adams has started resettling illegal aliens from around the country and throughout the world who reside in the Big Apple. But between April 2022 and April 2023, it has been estimated that the city spent at least $50,000 in taxpayer funds on planes that transported migrants to over a dozen different states and 5 countries. And you're not going to believe which countries he's sending them to. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back. So, do you remember the days when Mayor Adams was copying the boob that ran the city prior to him, Bill de Blasio, when he was bragging about New York being a sanctuary city and that unlike Republicans, they welcome illegal border crossers with open arms? And that braggadocio continued all the way up until Adams had to walk the walk, and then he failed. When Texas Governor Greg Abbott started shipping illegal migrants to blue sanctuary cities to send a message to D.C., New York became one of them, and Eric Adams called it horrific. He really did. The Texas governor shipped less than 1% of what they received daily, and Adams couldn't take it. And either Adams was playing stupid or he is stupid. You make the call, but he acted like it wasn't due to his party's lack of immigration enforcement at the southern border that caused the current situation. He and other Democrats who received the wonderful gifts from the Lone Star State are accusing the Lone Star State, which had nothing to do with dragging millions of illegals over the border with promises of taxpayer-funded goodies. The illegals were sent from Texas to these blue cities to send a message, but apparently Democrats are too damn stupid to figure it out. So Adams started shipping them to other jurisdictions around the state. Then he started shipping them around the country to get rid of them. Now, between April 2022 and April 2023, it's estimated that the city spent at least $50,000 in taxpayer money on planes that transported the migrants to over a dozen states and 5 countries. And get this, among those countries included China, Venezuela, Colombia, Peru, and Ecuador. So the Adams family sent some of them to a communist regime that may place them in re-education camps where they will make sneakers for the rest of their lives for $1 a day. And the rest of them went to various shithole countries south of the border, probably where many of them were fleeing from. Way to go, New York. Can you imagine paying all that money to get the drug cartels to get your ass over our border? And you think you hit the jackpot because you know that the American taxpayers going to front you for the rest of your life, or at least until a Republican takes back the White House and ends the insanity, and you get your ass shipped off to China. Can you imagine that? Governor Abbott reacted to the news by pointing out that Adams is being hypocritical, considering his earlier declaration that busing migrants was considered morally bankrupt. So it's morally bankrupt to ship illegals from Texas to New York, which the last time I checked, I believe New York is still barely a member of the union, but it's morally bankrupt to ship them to New York City, but it's not morally bankrupt to send them off to China and South American shitholes that they were fleeing from. Democrats are so fucked up, it's not funny. An Abbott spokesperson said, quote, instead of these hypocritical charades, Mayor Adams needs to call on President Joey Biden and Congress to step up and do their jobs to secure the southern border. Well, welcome to the party, pal. That was the original message that Abbott was trying to convey. But Democrats can never blame their own for problems they create, no matter how horrific. Then the real hypocrisy began. Mayor Adams' spokesperson, Kate Smart, defended his actions, arguing that the move was unlike what Abbott and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis had done. This is how effed up Democrats think. She said, quote, we are not coercing people to leave. We are not suggesting or recommending locations, and we are not presenting any kind of choice that's false. We assist people who wish to reconnect with loved ones or communities. So you're telling me that paupers from third world countries south of our border want to reconnect with loved ones in China? Please. Well, neither Abbott nor DeSantis did any of that. This woman's a dumbass. They had illegals sign forms saying that they were going voluntarily. The real difference here is that, unlike Eric Adams, Governors Abbott and DeSantis did not virtue signal America by claiming to be sanctuaries for illegals who committed a crime by illegally crossing our border. Eric Adams and his predecessor, Bill de Blasio, showed America how wonderful they were and how compassionate they are by declaring New York City a sanctuary for illegals. But then when push came to shove and they actually received less than 1% of the illegals that Texas receives every single day, they tossed them away like day-old Martha's Vineyard trash. Adams went on to say something really stupid. I mean, more than normal, right? He said, quote, "It is unimaginable what the governor of Texas has done." He said this at a press conference. He said, "When you think about this country, a country that has always been open to those who are fleeing persecution and other intolerable conditions." Yes, but he himself has not been open to those who are fleeing persecution and other intolerable conditions. In fact, he called their arrival in the Big Apple horrific. What is really unimaginable is a political party that has allowed an invasion of third world paupers who think that American taxpayers owe them a living for the rest of their lives. And Eric Adams, he's a member of that party. The reality of the situation is that the Democratic Party has allowed over 7 million illegal aliens come into our country and roam the nation freely in less than 3 years. The Biden administration will do absolutely nothing to make it easier on American citizens whose lives have been turned upside down by the invasion of illegals thanks to Democrat policies. I don't feel the least bit sorry for these sanctuary cities, and neither should you. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.